Hello and welcome to episode 2 of One Night Strahd, a 6-part mini-series brought to you by the Hedger Group right here on ThatBronzeGirl's channel. I'm ThatBronzeGirl, and I've assembled an absolute crack team of D&D players for our enjoyment and your entertainment today. The first episode went pretty interestingly. Oh, before we get into that, though, let's introduce our players. We've got Athena Palmer as Matthias, the Gnome Artificer, Alex Ward as Pura, the Tabaxi Rogue, Persephone Valentine as Vethe, the Elven Druid, and our very own Gumshoe, Jen Kretchmer, as Pip, the Human Rogue Wizard. There are links and socials to everybody in the chat. Make sure you go click on them, check them out, see what they're all about. But what happened last time on One Night Strahd?
Many things.
Such as?
We met
with an old woman who was very grumpy. And she sent us through a portal.
Barovia. Yeah.
We met the ragtime frog. We had our fortunes read by Gertrude. And then we met some vampire druids and got a magic sword.
We did.
The magic sword currently being wielded by Pura. Did Pura attune to it?
I don't know if I had time to attune to it yet.
You're fleeing. You could attempt to attune to it whilst in the throes of combat.
I'll hang on to it until I have a moment to sit with it.
That's fair.
So I have not attuned to it yet.
And our very own purveyor of cracklins, Matthias, taking in the scene around you. You're surrounded by vampires. Well, vampire druids that are chasing you through the woods. Has your stance towards whether or not they're attractive changed? Oh, you're muted.
That explains so much of why you couldn't hear me making all my side comments during all of this. That explains so much. I'm sitting here like, yes, I got them sweet, tender, feminine kisses, but I almost missed out on it. I'm just recapping all the things you guys missed out on as I was muted because I was trying to be respectful and not smacking people's ear. If they want a little piece of the biggest gnome in the world, who am I to say no?
I love that you're the biggest gnome in the world. That makes me so happy. All right, so you find yourselves fleeing from the strange hooping and hollering of multiple antlered dead women that are swinging and merging into the gnarled trees around you. They are pursuing you with a calculated vengeance that shakes you kind of to your very core. The air around you feels icier than before. The sun feels paler and more distant, but before you do see unmistakably what could only be the sunlit shrine. Its warmth radiates out through the cold, and you can almost see a faint glow coming off of it. There is a large door standing in front of all of you. What do you do?
Does anybody have misgivings about the fact that there is a sunlit door in Barovia? It seems like it wouldn't be here.
Nope, not at all. As I ride my construct, just trying to get to the door. I see no problems here. If it stops them women folk, let's go.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we have many options right now, Pura.
No, I don't think we do, but I just thought... Weird, maybe?
It does seem a bit perplexing.
Maybe it's a sanctuary against Strahd.
Maybe.
Could be. May I examine the door?
As you do, roll initiative.
Oh, shit. Excellent. A strong 4. It's What's my initiative? There we go. 9.
9. Perfect.
27.
27.
18, baby.
18.
Oh, 11.
11. I just gotta roll for. So you're all by the door.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey.
You know me with my
Fancy.
practical effects. Okay.
I love practical effects.
This gnome sitting on the dragon skull shall be the stand-in for Athena Palmer.
Perfect.
This Tabaxi ranger shall be the stand-in for Alex Ward.
I'm so muscly.
This antlered hussy shall be the stand-in for Persephone Valentine.
Is it a stand-in or just truth?
And
Manifestation.
this human with the crossbow will be the stand-in for Jen Kretchmer.
Perfect.
Excellent.
So you'll be closest to the door since you're examining it. The one time I don't get my nails done. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Put them here. As you filter into this sort of, I don't want to say a clearing, into this sort of vestibule kind of created by the depression of land around you. Maybe at some point a creek flowed through here, or some other liquid. Who knows? You notice you are cornered against the shrine door. I forgot to roll initiative for them. Let me do so real quick.
I think they Angie
Very likely.
and Poco Angie.
You do notice that there are only 3 wives and that Winter has stayed behind. You wonder to yourselves if perhaps, given her last interaction with you, she no longer wants to aid or help her sisters in your destruction. In fact, you might recall as you fled that she was the one who warned you of their coming. She might be able to help you in this battle, but as of yet, she has not appeared. Now, Pip, before you, you see this tall, intricately woven door. It has these great roots and kind of quartz rods that form an intricate pattern with sort of floral shapes and circles enclosed within circles like a mandala. And in the center, there is a single handprint. Just as you are looking at it, the 3 brides step into this sort of clearing from the woods, kind of cornering you against the wall. You think this time they're not going to back away.
Is it possible we could just talk about this maybe?
You see one of them kind of like cackle menacingly at you. I don't think so.
It was worth a
see
try.
her knock an arrow into her wickedly curved bow, her antlers kind of curving strangely through the air, almost growing in size as the wickedness in her eyes grows as well.
Okay, well, Pura draws a shotgun.
Pip, give me an investigation check.
All right. take out my magnifying glass and I start peering at it. It's a 15.
Amazing. Does anyone else want to attempt to look at the door?
I'm distracted.
Okay.
Matthias would like to look at that door.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check as well.
Does a synthetic 20 work?
It does. So between the two of you, while examining this door, you think you can figure out how it works. You are able to glean 2 pieces of information between the two of you. One, that at least one character, one member of your party will have to remain by the door, enabled to open it. Now, this person could manipulate the sort of space between the 2 slats of the door here to maybe project some sunlight onto one square of your choice. You are also able to divine something else. This is going to take you 3 rounds of combat to open. You need your party to buy you time.
Look, the whole thing with the doors and the tinkering and stuff, that's my expertise, baby. And why don't you go on and fight the other, and Matthias will look back, but no, he can't be persuaded by a pretty face to leave this door right now. Just go on. Matthias has got this for you.
As you say this, Matthias, the first bride tries to, you hear like a whistling as she attempts to shoot at, I guess since you're here by the door.
Yeah, and Skippy, my defender, will be with me.
Okay.
Watching my back.
It's going to be at you, Vethe.
Oh, really? You're coming for me?
Does a synthetic 20 hit?
Yeah. Yeah. You do.
I don't know how to read this D4. I'm not even kidding. Hold up. Do y'all see that? There's no number at the top. Oh, it's the number at the bottom.
At the bottom.
God damn
Sometimes,
it. I'm so...
sometimes they're at the bottom. Yeah. D4s are tricksy.
I'm so fucking dumb.
Tricksy little caltrop mofo.
I am not mentally adept, I think. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. All right, now that I know how to read the die, I was like, what is this? I got a broken D4. You take... I'm so sorry, it's a bad DM. You take 8 piercing damage as an arrow made of pure thorn embeds itself directly into your delicious thigh meat.
Ugh. What kind of damage is it? Is it just piercing?
Piercing. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is your turn, Pip.
Muted.
I would like to slip into the shadows and sneak around into the bushes behind where the closest one is. And then I would like to make an attack with my silvered short sword.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. That would be a 35.
You are able to sneak up behind her easily. Go ahead and roll to hit. You get to roll with advantage.
Okay.
A 22 hits.
Hey.
Okay, sweet. So that will do 10 piercing plus... may I take my sneak attack on this?
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. Come on. There we go. So it's 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Yeah, describe this for me. What does this look like?
I sneak over, and out of the shadows, you see the glint of my giant anime eyes as they narrow, and I pull out the short sword and I sweep it. Which bride am I?
This
Am I
is
attacking?
good question. Ba, ba, ba. Let me give you the name. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Vaheguru. This is Autumn that was loved.
Correct. Past tense is accurate here. The cold steel of winter, covered in the silver of snow, comes out, and much like all leaves fade, I drive it deep into the heart of autumn.
Amazing. As you do, she lets out a shriek. Give me a perception check.
That would be a 5.
You do not notice it, but there was another sister just behind her, concealed. Seeing that the other wife is in danger, she is going to attempt to attack you. She moves in and tries to bite you.
I would like to, if it hits,
It's
I will
a nat 1.
Oh, okay, then I'm not too concerned.
She swings down and attempts to bite you, but catches your hat instead, getting a mouthful of fabric and none of your flesh.
I need that. It helps me look awesome. Reach around and grab it and pull it back.
Matthias, it is your turn.
What's going on with this door?
As you place your hand in the handprint, you're able to use your knowledge of mechanics and arcana to sort of divine the micro movements in which you can kind of rotate this middle handprint. You think in some ways you're almost like decoding a lock or siphoning it back and forth, kind of manipulating an arcane mechanism in between. As you're doing it, you see the doors kind of opening, closing, and you do feel a warmth of sunlight come out. You will have to use your turn here to kind of try to get the door more open, but you do think you could manipulate it to cast sunlight on one square. Which square do you choose?
Vethe is with me by my side. Let me go and help the other lovely lady who looks to be in imminent danger as 2 of these creatures are trying to attack her.
Okay.
So probably I can't point, but you see where the 2 are. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You can choose one square to cast it on. Is there one you'd like to prioritize?
I guess the closest one, so I don't have to maneuver the beams around stuff. That
amazing. All right. She is going to try. She'll have to make a dex save to get out of the range of the sunlight. Wait. What's your DC spell save?
My DC
before that,
16.
Whoa. Is that disadvantage?
No. Subtract. So every time I make a long rest, I have to roll a die.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, if it's even or odd, I get woe or wheel. Wheel means I add to a roll. Woe means I subtract from it. And then I roll a d6 and do whatever. Take that number and do woe or wheel. I have woe and I have a -6. So that's what she's taking from that roll.
That takes her 14 down to an 8. Math. Yes. She does not make the dex save. Matthias, roll 3d8 for me.
I don't know what a D8 looks like. Oh, beautiful. That will be 18 points of damage as I turn to Vethe and I'm like, Yeah, you got my back too, baby.
I regret ever helping you.
Did you say 18?
Yes.
All right.
I've never met a man who leaves a flavor in my mouth before I've even buried them.
And it must taste delicious.
As you say this, you smell sizzling flesh as one of the wives is bathed in sunlight. You see her flesh bubble and crackle and come off in like weird fumes and smoke as she shrieks. It is. Wait,
Cracklins.
sorry. Give me a second here.
You beat me to it, baby.
It is this one's turn. She is going to. Sorry, thinking here. She is going to move back here and instead try to shoot Matthias, since they see them opening the door. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Fantastic. It is then. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, we have a lot of people in initiative order. Vethe, it is your
Hey.
turn.
My turn. All right. So Vethe is going to look at these miserable wretches, these undead wives, and darkness is going to start to seep out of her skin, but not from her face that's like tacked on and like held up by these staples, but underneath where you can see the muscle is going to slowly turn dark and start to light up with stars, and this halo, this haze of starlight and moonlight starts to pour from her skin, from her hands, and she is taking on her starry form. And as I do that, I get to make a attack as a bonus action. Let's see how this works.
Who are you targeting?
I am going to target the ones by Pip,
Okay.
or one of the two. Okay, so I do 5 damage as a bolt of starlight shoots from her hands at the front creature, the first wife.
Okay, amazing.
And that's all on the same bonus action. So I'm also going to cast Guiding Bolt on top of that.
Okay.
So that is a 18.
18 hits.
Cool.
Hey.
Okay. 14 radiant damage. Both of those were radiant damage, by the way.
Amazing. So there's. I'm sorry, I'm going to need you to spell it out for me a little bit here. So there was. What was the first attack?
The first attack is a bonus action that happens upon activation of my starry form. I took the archer form. And that was 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I cast Guiding Bolts, and that is 14 radiant damage.
14.
And the next attack roll made against it has advantage.
You see the creature bathed in sunlight and being completely torn apart by your attacks begin to kind of like come apart. As she does, the chunks of her flesh kind of hit the ground, turn into moss, and sink into it. It is your turn, Pura.
So, Vethe, you said the next attack gets advantage?
Correct.
All right, do I have the movement to get within 30 feet of the bride that was just targeted?
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
All right, I will get within 30 feet, and I will use that advantage to sneak attack with my shotgun.
Amazing. Yeah, you would have I don't know if you can sneak attack because she does see you, but you do have advantage because an ally of yours is currently engaged in melee combat with them.
Great. So in I think having advantage causes me to get to use my sneak
Yes.
attack.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, great. I
I
will
was
do
just
that.
making the distinction for someone's like, how does he get sneak attack?
Oh, fair. Yeah. All right. Advantage on the attack. Great. That's going to be a. What is my. Wait. A 20. God. 25 to hit.
High math. It definitely hits.
Okay.
Math is hard.
Math is hard. I'm so good at it. I was good in school. Okay, so that's 2d8 plus 3d6. Great. So that's
I
going
love
to
the
be
sound of dice rolling. It makes me so happy.
11, 21, 23 points of damage.
More than enough. As your shotgun lets off a blast, you see this creature's rib cage explode outward. You're able to duck underneath it, Pip, and then you see it begin, as it falls to the ground, dead. You see it begin to like kind of melt in the soil. The moss overgrows it. Its bones turn to wood and kind of begin to creep out, almost root-like into the ground, as its antlers slowly begin to sink into the muck.
Not as tough as I thought.
It is now this wive's turn.
Watch me get fucked up now.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry,
I just
looking
like
up
the idea
spells.
of sneak attack damage with a shotgun.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's very evil
It
dead of
really
you.
is.
Yeah. I didn't make that up. The character came with a shotgun. It wasn't my choice.
No, it's baller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She is going to tree stride to appear
Woo!
here. This one's dead. And then she's going to attempt to grapple you, Pip.
Pip's in trouble.
Pip might be in trouble.
Pip
Let's
gonna
see
get
what I
bit.
can do here. Already used that.
An 18.
Oh, I also do have Ollie around as well,
Mhm.
just for future reference.
Okay. You're familiar?
Yes, my owl. Or my bat.
Oh, the cotton ball with wings.
One of those
Cotton
rare
balls.
bat owls.
And because we are in Barovia, it should be an undead cotton ball with wings.
So an 18.
And 18 will miss.
Oh, okay. She attempts to grapple you, but fails. It is then your turn.
All right. Turning towards her. I'm actually going to use. Is that beam of light still there?
Yes. Mhm.
I'm going to use my magnifying glass and hold it up to the beam of light to refocus it on the next bride.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my hunter's mark on that bride. So I guess the one. Sure. Yes.
This one. Okay.
And so she has now been mystically marked as my quarry. And then I will use Booming Blade to make an attack. May I use Ollie to give myself advantage?
You're trying to do a lot on one turn. So let me
know I
let's try to
So it would be Ollie would be providing the help action
Mhm.
as is.
So we're trying to
Thing.
do the sunlight. Is Hunter's Mark a bonus action?
So Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
Okay.
And then the action would be Booming Blade, which is a melee weapon attack.
Mm-hmm. I would say you
and
can
then-
either do the melee weapon attack or refocus the beam of sunlight, but probably
I was
not
I was
both.
using it as flavor for Hunter's Mark.
Oh, got you. Okay, I thought you were actually going to move the beam of sunlight, which I
No.
was going to totally allow.
No.
Okay, perfect.
I'm hoping that gets refocused by someone else on the next turn. But
Got you.
Yeah, I was just trying to flavor my Hunter's Mark.
Got
as a
you. Awesome.
DFD.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a good
dope.
thing.
Okay, so you're able to like sort of create this like sunlight hunter's mark on the bride. Go ahead and roll your booming blade.
May I use Ollie to
Yes.
give myself advantage on it?
For sure.
Cool. Okay, so with advantage.
Ollie oxen free.
It's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
I feel like I just caused you pain.
That plus
Yep.
this
It's accurate.
plus Hunter's Mark gives me an extra D6, right? And then another D6. Okay. So it is 15 plus 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. Okay,
And
perfect.
they are wreathed in thunderous energy, which, should they try and move, will go kaboom. And I am going to. Let's see, can I have anything that lets me get the heck out of here?
Nope.
Nope, because I already used my bonus action, so I can't disengage.
Yeah. Just take the attacks of opportunities. It's fine.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm gonna
God,
go ahead and do
Vicken.
that. I'm gonna move out of the
Yay.
way, using my attack, taking the attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'd
get
help, but I already used my
everybody
reaction too.
I've got a 20
Okay.
and I've got a 17.
As a reaction, I will pop my shield.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what? No, I can't because I've already used a leveled spell.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
So I'll have to take the damage from the 20. The 17 will miss.
Okay, perfect. So
What level spell did you use?
I used Hunter's Mark.
instead of dealing damage, the vampire can grapple the target on
Hey.
an attack. So this one grapples you.
You know what? Actually, may I use? Is this a bonus action or is it? It's a reaction. May I use my Chronal Shift, please, to force it to reroll?
Sure.
Uh,
It's kind of after
I'm
like
mi-
damage was called, but I'll allow it this
okay,
one time.
I am allowed. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'll take the damage. Go ahead. Or
Okay.
the grapple. So I
Okay.
am grappled.
So this creature grabs you from behind as you're trying to get away and just kind of breathes in your essence. You smell rotting woods and lichen around you. It is then your turn, Matthias.
These
Hey.
bitches never heard of a shower.
Oh no, she got. And,
It's
and I'll start angling the door toward the one that has her held.
Perfect. You move the sunlight beam over. They're able to kind of like shift out of the way as the sunlight beam starts moving towards them. They're still going to take half damage though. Go ahead and roll those 3d8 radiant for me.
That'll be 11. So half of that.
Okay, gotcha. It is then this one's turn. Since you're being held, she is going to attempt to bite you. She does get advantage on this since you are being actively grappled.
You're gonna be a vampire.
I got a
I can use my shield now, though.
dirty 20 and I got a 22.
I will cast my shield now,
Okay.
because we're past my turn. So that pumps my AC up to 24.
Okay. The bite misses. Then let's see, do they have a bonus action? These characters are kind of underwhelming. If it were up to me, y'all be dead.
Yes.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I had to tweak something.
Okay, they can make 2 attacks. One can be a bite attack. I think I'm going to say they use their thorn bow then instead to attack you, Pura,
Oh, good.
since you're the next closest.
And
I have a 19.
that hits me.
10 piercing damage as with a thorn arrow comes and strikes you kind of in the ankle, right in your Achilles.
Ooh.
It is your turn, Vethe.
All right. So, on my turn, I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Pip
Okay.
because I think that that's a little necessary at this point.
I'm sorry. How much did I take?
I don't think you took anything.
Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't take
I
it?
don't have anything marked that I.
Mm-mm.
Who took damage?
Me.
Oh, okay. I'll cast Healing Word on. No, wait, that's a bonus action. I'm just gonna Guiding Bolt them again.
Okay.
That's fair.
Sorry. I want to use the. Hold on. The bonus action.
I'm good.
That's a nat 2.
Yeah, that misses. The guiding bolt goes wide. Their figures are kind of moving around as they're like holding down Pip. And you notice now that they look emaciated and hungry, making their
Alright.
movements very unpredictable.
I'm gonna roll for the bonus action. That also doesn't hit.
Distracted, both shots go wide. You see this Pura, and now it's your turn.
Great. So just for my own clarification, we've got 2 brides with Pip here, and then one is still over there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
It's like behind
Then
half
that-
cover.
Is that the one that shot me with the arrow?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, seeing that I'm out in the middle of the open and a target for arrows, I'm going to try and move behind this bride on the left.
Okay.
That's behind Pip there, just to give myself advantage on the, the other one. Yes, that one. Try and move there. And then I'm going to just, I'm essentially base to base. I'm right up behind her.
Yeah.
So I'll just run up behind her and I'll just press the shotgun to her back and fire.
Yeah, roll advantage with advantage.
Good thing I had advantage.
I know this is a
18 to
ranged
hit.
spell attack, and technically the advantage would negate the
I have
disadvantage.
I
But
have
because it's
gunner.
I was gonna say because it's a shotgun, it would be dumb for that to happen anyway.
It
so
would, but I also have gunner to
it's
negate
illogical.
that.
Awesome,
So 18 to hit.
that hits.
Hey, and that will be but 12. Oh wow, 15, 16, 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. You see the antlers splinter as your shotgun goes off, and you see the back of the head cave in, but this strange undead creature holds strong. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Surprised that didn't work.
Mhm.
Pura just goes,
sorry.
just kind of uses my cunning action to disengage.
Got you. Where would you like to disengage to?
I'm gonna go back kind of the way I came,
Okay.
off just a couple of feet off that. Yeah, just like right there. Yeah.
Awesome. Kind of landing you right in the sights of that wife that shot at you before. She is going to shoot at you twice now that I remember that the thorn bow can make 2 attacks.
There was a reason I moved.
I have a 17
Whoa.
and an 18.
Whoa. Both hit unless the woe affects one of them.
Yeah, just the first one. -6.
-6. So that would bring it down to, what was that, an 11?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
my
the-
AC is 17.
So the first one misses. The arrow goes like flipping through the air, and then almost by some strange twist of fate, maybe a breeze, maybe something else, goes whizzing off wide. The second one, however, does hit you, Pura, for 9 points of piercing damage.
I'll take it.
And then it is your turn, Pip. It is a DC. Just give me a moment here. DC 13 to escape the grapple.
Okay. May I use acrobatics for that?
In what way? Like, are you trying to slip out between their arms?
Yeah, I can sort of squirm, like almost contortionist style, flip my way through, do a backward roll and sort of twist, unhinging my shoulder.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make an acrobatics
Ow!
check.
Dislocate my shoulder here.
Pop and join.
No, that is a fail.
Pop and lock.
But for that, I
Pop
will
and
use a
join's like Pura
chronal
popped
shift.
this bitch in the
Because
head.
I did not use it on the last one. I can try again. Okay, there we go. So that's an 18.
So you are able to rest yourself free. This does, however, consume your action. But would you like to use your bonus action or your movement?
I would like to use my bonus action to use cunning action and disengage,
Okay.
and then use my movement to GTFO.
Okay. Where would you like to move?
Please. Let's go somewhere over where I see that there's a fair amount of shadows that I can likely slip into.
Probably here, underneath this ridge.
As long as I'm not too close to whoever's over there.
Yeah, you
I don't want to just put
roll a
myself right
stealth
into
check. It's going to be a bit difficult because sunlight is streaming out of these slowly opening doors as Matthias is
It's a
manipulating this
30.
hand gesture. So yes, you're able to slink over and hide underneath the ridge. You're fairly certain that none of these creatures can see you.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
And that would be it. And then for Ollie, I will have Ollie assist on the next attack I do.
Awesome. It is then this creature's turn. She is going to cast. Ooh. Let me see here.
What is she gonna do to
Okay.
me?
She is going to throw fire at Vethe in an attempt to sort of like remove you from protecting Matthias and prevent the opening of the door. The ranged spell
Bring
attack
it,
is
bitch.
a 24.
That'll hit. Yeah, a little bit.
We're looking at $17 points of fire damage as the flames engulf you.
That hurts.
You hear this behind you, Matthias. It is your turn. You know you just need this turn and the next, and the door will be open. Sure enough, as you are like kind of trying to decode the strange combination of this hand lock, you do feel the mechanisms kind of like unlocking one by one. You're halfway done.
Come on, baby. Open for Matthias. You know I love you. I'll treat you right. Just open up. Come on. I need to help the team over here. They ain't doing so well without the good old Matthias. I just come on. Open up, please. And I will continue to work this door as I angle the light.
Who would you like to focus it on?
These two broads over here.
These two?
Yes, I would like to attempt a double tap, if you will.
Yeah, they're both going to roll to get out of it. If you target the space in between them, sure. One with a 19 and the other with a 9. So this first one is going to get hit. Go ahead and give me a 3d8 roll.
Ooh, beautiful. 2 8s and a 6. That's math.
22, right?
Yes, math.
Wait, 2 8s at 16 and
It's 22.
a 6. Yeah, 22.
22. Math.
Me always second guessing myself.
Same. In like everything.
I never second guess anything. I'm perfect.
Since I now see that Vethe is in danger, I would like to maneuver Skippy to where he's kind of at the triangular point between the two of us, right there where he has my back and hers.
Perfect. Amazing. Then it is, so it's this wife's turn. She is going to, there's options here. I think she's going to try to move out of the flame into this location and then shoot at you twice, Pura. Especially considering you caved in most of her sister's head.
I don't see why that's an issue. I apologize.
Nat 20 on the first one.
Yeah, it's gonna hit regardless of what I do.
And
Are we in a new
then-
round?
Huh? No,
in a
this
new
is the
round?
same round.
Yeah. No, I
When's the
have
round
some.
start?
Because we're near the bottom of the round. Basically, that last wife is gonna go, and then it's a new round.
Cool.
Have you used woe this round though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna
Use
say
it
you
on
could have
me.
lied. The second one, however, does fly wide.
Okay. On this one, I will use Uncanny Dodge
Amazing.
to have the damage.
All right. .17 points of piercing damage.
Glad I did that. Okay, cool. I'm still up. I'm still good. So
The
halved
arrow
17.
goes like flying through the air, embeds in your shoulder, and then explodes into a cloud of splinters, shredding your shoulder cartilage apart, but you hold strong.
Was the 17 halved or non-halved?
That's halved.
Okay, that's halved.
Oh, sorry. That's non-halved. Have that.
Okay, so 8. So 8
Yes.
or
Sorry.
9 damage.
Confusing myself here.
No worries.
Vethe, it is your turn.
So Vethe has an arrow in her thigh and is currently partially on fire and like trying to pat it out, but is getting burned. She's going to refocus and like hold her hands close to herself and cast healing. I'm sorry, not that. Aura Vitality. So healing energy is going to radiate around her, this sort of like healing mist in a 30-foot radius. And I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself with it. So I heal 10 damage, and that'll last for up to a minute, and I can heal anyone within that range of my bonus action with it.
I'll be coming over to you.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Amazing. Pura, it is your turn to make that movement if you so wish now.
The arrow in the shoulder and like unable to reload the crossbow now because the arm is dead, or unable to reload the shotgun, just goes,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
and just takes off as fast as she can towards Vethe to get in that energy.
Fantastic. You are able to get there safely. Would you like to do anything with your action?
With my action, I will. That was my movement. I can't really reload. I need to take a time to reload the shotgun. So, yeah, you know what I'll do? Pura reaches up one hand and makes symbols, and then casts magic missile on the bride that just shot her.
Okay, perfect.
So I will cast Magic Missile. That is 2, 6, 9. That is 12 points of force damage.
12 points of force damage. The magic missiles go soaring through the air, tearing through the wings of this horrible creature so hell-bent on your demise. And then it is the third wife's turn, cackling in glee and completely oblivious that there is a small rogue right there. She is going to cast Entangle on the three of you. Make strength saving throws.
Oh!
Oh,
I
I'm
don't like
in
it. That's not a strong suit.
Ooh, this is
That
gonna
would be an 18 for
Fine.
Matthias.
An 18. Matthias, you are able to break free of these entangling roots and continue your decoding of the door.
That would be a strong 6 for me.
The roots overtake you and begin to pull you to the ground, almost like holding back your arms and like brandishing your chest, perfect for the attack.
No.
Vethe.
That would be a 12.
The same thing happens to you. As you're beginning to cast your spells, you see these roots kind of come up and freeze you where you are and begin to like crumple you over.
Son of a bitch.
It is your turn, Pip.
I would like to go up to the one that has been marked by me in the shadows, and I'm going to attack with my booming blade again, trying to keep it in place
Okay.
as I step out of the shadows and swing at it with my silvered blade.
Wait, yeah, the booming blade was this one, which is why she didn't move. Or why I didn't move her. Perfect.
So, so it'll be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And then the damage is going to be using Ollie to give me sneak attack damage. So that's 5 plus 2d6 plus Hunter's Mark. Plus this. So 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you know, I actually get to do an extra d8 because of the booming blade as well. So 16 plus. So it's 19 points of damage
19
on that
points
first
of
attack.
damage. Amazing.
How's it looking?
Roll me a insight check.
Okay. Insight is not the best. Oh yeah, no, I did a 2. Not a clue.
Yeah, her cold demeanor and her, like the hunger in her eyes makes it difficult for you to know. You do realize or notice that like a lot of the back of her skull has been caved in by the shotgun blast and she's been pelted repeatedly with sunlight. But there is something more than like flesh and blood driving her at this point. It's pure vengeance and fury, a creature of nature now twisted by it.
Deciding if I want to do an offhand attack or get out of the way. I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna go hide in the shadows, kind of in the corner nearby.
Okay. I forgot to move you actually. So,
So I'll use my bonus action to disengage, and I'll move into the shadows. I don't know that I can hide as well, but get a little out of the range,
we'll put you
so I'm not crossing anyone. I was actually going to go, since I went and attacked over near her. Yeah, I was going to go more in that direction.
Gotcha. Perfect. All right. You see your comrades like kind of held down by these like roots that have sprouted miraculously from the ground near this altar, except Matthias, who's managed to snap and punch away the little roots as they were trying to get it.
Here. I'm working here. I'll deal with you in a second. Hold on now. And Matthias will continue to kind of speak sweet nothings into the store's ear, because every good machine loves a good compliment. You know what I'm saying? Baby, you so shiny.
As you're
you
saying
so
this,
shiny
you
and
hear
hard.
the groan of a bow arrow as another thorn is drawn. It's
so
not your turn,
as
but
it-
you could use like a reaction, I think.
Oh, I thought it was my turn. Sorry.
No.
It's
It's your
here,
turn
damn it.
next.
Sorry.
So she attacks with advantage because you guys are restrained. I'm gonna take the first roll. So a 21 to hit Pura.
Whoa.
Pura.
Excuse
I can
me.
use it one more time.
Excuse me. Skippy is here.
Who's
In the
Skip-
triangular distance. And Skippy, can I use his deflect attack, which gives that creature disadvantage? I don't know if it has to be melee.
No, I think you could use that on this for sure.
Cool. Well, Skippy will jump in the way of said attack, giving that person disadvantage.
Yeah, Skippy jumps in the way and bites the arrow, snapping it in two and then throwing both of the shards on the ground. The second arrow is going to come at you, Vethe.
Whoa.
Oh no, I'm good. Never mind.
Look, y'all need to get up off the
But
floor.
I'm
I ain't
not.
got time for this.
I've got a 19 and a 25. So it'd be the 25 that I would use.
Yeah. So both of those, so 19 matches, and the other one misses.
Okay. So 4, so 12 points of piercing damage.
Oh God.
Wait, is that right? 11 points of piercing damage.
They don't hold anything. Oh, wrong list. They do not hold anything back, do they?
It's like
Ugh.
makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Oh, it
Get
makes one
your
hot dog real
asses up
bad.
off the floor.
As you say this, Matthias, it is your turn, and it is the 4th round.
Come on. I got it.
As
All right.
the doors slide open, you are bathed in warm, inviting sunlight. You see the 3 brides recoil as the sheer sunlight kind of comes pouring out of the door and temporarily just blurs and obscures their vision.
So once that happens, I see all these folks on the floor for some reason, because obviously they ain't as strong as the largest gnome in the world. And I would like to cast Sanctuary as a bonus action, and then I would also like to tell Skippy to help them get up off the floor.
Got you. Yeah,
And I
Skippy,
think that's all I can do.
Skippy will give them advantage. You do have your movement if you want to proceed towards the safety of the warm sunlight.
I will slide down just to do a little investigatory evaluation of said entryway here. So I will move in, but not far enough to be away from the party.
Perfect.
Matthias, I don't mean to bother you, but if you would please help me get out of these vines, it would be
Hey,
helpful.
hey. Skippy is helping you out. I'm making sure
Your little
that nothing
mechanical
comes
dog.
from the backside. Okay, this beautiful mechanism hasn't been opened in a while. I don't know if you understand that, but I'll stay in the range where Sanctuary will be around that 30 feet.
I'm starting to get really concerned about your dedication to backsides.
I think you should have already been concerned about that.
Concerned or envious?
As you say this, a produced flame comes issuing forth from this creature here with a ranged spell attack of a 19 on you, Pura.
Okay.
They're within range, so they have to make a wisdom saving throw to even get within that 30 feet because of the sanctuary spell.
The range of produce flame is 30 feet. Is it not? Am I crazy? Yeah. So they could do it from safety, could they not?
Just right outside.
Yeah.
I mean, the range of sanctuary is 30 feet, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the range of sanctuary is 30 feet as long as I keep you within that range. That's why I said I only move in so far.
Is it range or radius?
Radius? Sorry.
Okay, yeah,
radius.
then it could.
Yeah.
Sanct-
So like because
okay.
the range of produce flame is 30 feet, they can cast
Mhm.
it from the edge of the
Right
sanctuary.
outside that edge.
Yeah.
Got you, but I thought that they had to still make that throw to attack within that 30 feet, so that's my fault.
Actually, you might be right. Hold up.
You're muted, Pip.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no,
I'm pulling up
they
the spell. If you
do.
give me 1 second.
Yeah, they do. It's because no, you're right. They don't. It's not who's inside the range. It's who's warded by it. So,
I see.
Yeah, anyone who's targeting a warded creature.
they're gonna
must
take
make the save.
a wisdom saving throw. Where's my modifier? Here we go. That's a 14.
Does not hit.
You
Well-
cannot attack
Amazing.
in this sanctuary
Oh.
of
that's
the
right.
back ends.
As you say
Please
this,
tell me that this ward isn't just shaped like a giant pair of ass cheeks.
yeah, as you say this, the produced flame kind of enters the sphere of the sanctuary, turns into a peach, and then like falls against you, kind of not damaging you at all, Pura.
I'm on a roller coaster right now. I keep thinking I'm gonna get hurt and then it doesn't happen. It's really stressful.
Instead, they're sending snacks. Curious.
Snacks to a bunch of snacks.
Vethe, it is
Except
your
for Matthias.
turn.
Okay, so we're entangled, right? And it's an action to try and get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Be
I'm
a
going
strength
to...
save.
Ooh, that would not be good. I can still cast from here, though, right?
Yes. If we look at the restrained condition, yeah, you can still cast.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is use my bonus action to heal Pura.
Hey.
That's
I'm down to
8.
17.
And then I'm going to roll. I forgot I already rolled that. I'm going to use another guiding bolt against one of these hoes.
Okay.
The one with the shotgun head.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Come on, big money.
If you are attacking, your attack rolls have disadvantage because you are
Oh.
restrained. But you
doesn't
can cast
matter.
spells.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 5 on the die, which is like a 9.
Yeah, the guiding bolt goes wide. These strange roots are like kind of throwing off your aim and your concentration.
Vethe, why don't you try to get up off the ground before you do that?
Do you know how strong I am? Not very.
No, but I would like to.
You're about
Pura.
to find out as soon as I get out of these vines because I'm going to choke slam you.
Well, if it helps you get up faster.
I have a feeling it'll help
I'm
you
down.
get up faster. Ugh.
Pura, it's very awkward for you to be directly between both of these things, and it's your turn. You're in the middle of this very awkward conversation.
I'm curious. I want to try and escape the vines.
You do have advantage because
Skippy.
Matthias' Skippy is helping chomp away at the roots for you. It would just be a strength
Great.
check.
Could I creatively use Shocking Grasp to help myself escape?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Okay, great. I will grab onto the vines and cast Shocking Grasp to try and kind of char them away from myself.
Go ahead and roll damage. If you get higher than 10 damage, the roots will die and you'll be able to get out.
Hey, maybe. Let's see. $11 damage.
Ooh!
Nice.
With a crack and a sizzle, you see the roots kind of die and wither, and then as they do, they become brittle, and you are able to easily snap them away from you. Skippy helps get your legs free, and you are now unentangled.
Starts kind of pseudo-grooming. Vethe, I'm coming. And I go to help Vethe start trying to pull the vines away.
Thank you
Amazing.
so much. I could not get out of these on my own.
You didn't try, baby. You didn't try.
Listen, I'm trying to keep us from getting eaten by these stupid bitches, these harpies over here. Okay?
Look, Matthias had it covered. We had the sanctuary at the back. Where is that Pippi?
Why are you both arguing mid-combat?
Because he's annoying.
As you talk about, I think, the harlot or the hoe, she narrows her eyes on you and attempts to shoot you twice with the thorn bow.
My new romance novel,
come
The
on.
Harlot and the Hoe.
The
I
harlot
don't
and
have
the
any
hoe.
more woes anymore, so.
Woe be
The
harlot
first
and the
one
hoe.
is a...
I think we should reflavor Wheel and Woe as Harlot and Hoe.
The first one
Is
is
it Harlot
a
Day? Hoe Day.
dirty 20, and the second
That's
one
okay.
is a nat 20 with advantage,
Oh,
since you're still restrained.
I'ma die.
Oh no.
The first arrow deals 8 piercing damage as you see Pura trying to help wrest you from these thorns, kind of perfectly exposing you as they're trying to pull you out.
Does-
Tunk. Yes, Matthias.
Does the creepy vampire have to take a save? Because
It made the save.
It's right there.
Yeah, does it have to make a save for both attacks?
I think once you attack, it's done, and
Yeah.
you make it through.
Oh, okay.
Because now you
it
have
made,
the will to live.
Okay, yeah, it made the save for the first attack. So
Okay.
that does 8 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then comes the second one. You see this one like kind of glint wickedly in the sunlight. "12 points of piercing damage as the crit arrow shunk embeds itself directly in that soft spot between both of your ribs, at your sternum.
So the arrow pierces through Veth's sternum and she doubles over, still on the ground. Blood starts to pour out from her chest. But she goes, I'm okay. I think I'm fine. I'm slowly dying, but spits out blood. I'm up.
1 hit point.
Actually, it was 12 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 4.
Ooh.
As you say this, Pip, it is your turn. You hear a voice behind you, and you see Winter kind of peering at you from the eaves of the forest. She looks almost transfixed by the sunlight, like enchanted by it. But she says to you, you should run. You should leave. I will help your friend. I promise.
You sure?
I will. I will free her from my sister's magic.
I look at her and I wink at her. I tip my hat and I sprint over toward my friends.
Milady.
It is
Winter.
this wife's turn. Unless you want to do something with your action before you sprint.
At range, you're can I use my action to try and help stabilize Beth? help protect Vethe?
Yeah,
To
for
get her
sure.
up so we can get out through the door.
Perfect. You can definitely give the help action there. As wife number 4 attempts once again to like draw that thorn bow, you see something happen. You see Winter appear behind her. Grabbing her cruelly by both antlers, she pushes her deeper into that sunlight beam, and then you see the woman dissolve, melting into a flurry of fall leaves, leaving just the antlers. Sorry, that's my Alexa. Leaving just the antlers in her hand, smoking gently. It is your turn, Matthias.
I'm gonna pop my hunter's mark
Damn.
over when that happens.
Perfect. Mhm.
Damn. Matthias is like, okay, I gotta come back. Okay, think, Matthias. Think. Vethe, you gotta help Vethe. And Matthias spits on both hands because he's a little rough around the edges, and then he puts his hands so gracefully right above her bosoms on her chest, and he will heal her. Respectfully.
What are you doing there? And then I start to
will.
see the glow.
Is that truly where you need to put your hands?
I mean, I didn't touch where I wanted to. I thought that might be inappropriate. I will. Oh, nice. I will heal Vethe for 13 points of health. Healing magic as I like. You're welcome. I'll take my thank you later. And he'll walk back and be like, get your ass up. Come on.
Then it is this wife's turn. She's going to attempt to shoot at Vethe, knowing that you won't leave her behind.
Oh my god.
She does not make the wisdom saving throw to pierce your sanctuary, however, Matthias. And
So once the attack goes through, it's gone.
oh, okay, gotcha. In that case,
Yeah, so you don't.
we have a nat 1 on one of the arrows.
Yes.
And the second arrow would hit, but darting forward, you see Winter catch it out of the air and crack it over her knee. It is then your turn, Vethe.
All right. First, I'm going to use the healing bonus action
Okay.
on myself.
Get your ass up there.
It's a bonus action. Chill. I can't survive. Listen, you just touched my chest. As soon as I get up here, your ass is grass.
Look, in series,
I
you can
said
attack from the ground as
respectfully.
well.
Okay. So I have advantage on this because of Pip, right?
Yes, you have everyone helping you. So go ahead and
Okay.
add a +8 for each of the
Okay,
4
cool.
characters helping you. 2 for each.
Oh, I almost needed it really, really badly too. That is a dirty 20 on its own.
Nice.
So 28.
Yeah, with all your entire party helping you, you're able to snap away these thorns and these like sort of overgrowing roots as they're trying to desperately still hold you down. You're able to overcome it and get yourself free.
Matthias.
Let's talk about this when we're on the other side of the portal. Let's go.
Oh, the cheek.
To be fair, you were nearly dead.
I
Magic
didn't
is
touch
strange.
you.
Why don't we go in the temple and then we'll have a discussion?
As you flee into the temple, Pura, give me a sleight of hand check.
Yes, indeed. That would be 17.
You catch it just as it's about to clatter on the stones behind you and be left behind. The antlers from the now deceased first wife from Midsummer herself Winter tosses them to you, and you're able to kind of catch them very quickly as you flee into the shrine. You gain a point of inspiration, which in this game, I'll discuss what you can use them for. You can actually use them for successes and stuff. So they've actually been retooled in the One Night Strahd module to be a little bit more useful than usual. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yee.
Oh God. That
May
was stressful.
I move my my hunter's mark onto a bug and put it into like a jar in my pocket.
sure. Yeah. You
Just in case.
all feel the warmth of the sun on you for the first time in what seems like forever. And you're bathed in this beautiful golden light. The dark woods outside seem almost like they're in a different world. And as you watch, the remaining brides kind of melt into the darkness, not interested in getting in a little sniper battle with you. You do see Winter kind of linger at the edge of the door. She places one hand forward, and you see the flesh on her fingers begin to sear and lift up away from her fingernail beds. Her hands rest there for a moment, and then she draws them back, and then kind of slinks woefully into the night.
No,
I call after her.
You for that. You too cute.
You won't be forgotten.
Did you say you too
And
cute?
My anime eyes like fill with those just like slightly brimming with tears, just enough to catch the light. But I hold up my notebook and in it I've written winter and underlined it.
Aww.
Slam it shut and put it back in my.
Can I throw another guiding bolt at their sisters as they're leaving?
yeah. Just like pelting them as they're going.
Yeah.
Bolt of vengeance.
Look, they're
I'll
gone.
hit them with my bonus action too.
You just wasted
Nat
spells.
20.
Just waste spells.
Beautiful. Yeah, you are able to like hit one square in the back of the
And
head
one
as
more
it's
thing.
fleeing. And one more thing.
Screw you.
But Matthias has managed to open your way through the gates of the sun. Intricately carved in arabesques, the walls are built of amber here and beautifully mosaiced brick in all kinds of different colors. And the sun flows in gently through the quartz roof tiles. You can see dust kind of glittering in the air magically around you. And you are within the sunlit shrine. Congratulations, party.
Hey.
You made it.
We did it.
You made it.
Mhm.
I pull out my shillelagh. Matthias!
Oh no, I'm out.
It is time.
Perhaps we don't kill each other yet.
Well, he really
Maybe
left.
it's the end of our objectives.
I was just helping you. You on the ground. You said you was dying.
First hit goes to the stomach.
Yep.
Second to the back.
I mean, if you didn't want the healing, I just wouldn't have done
The
it. I'll let
healing
you
could
do
have
it
been
next time.
happening without you touching my chest.
I touched up here, not down here.
I hit him again.
It's true. You were
Look, there's
unconscious at the time.
witnesses. I wanted to touch down
was
there.
not- I was
There
not
was the moment of
unconscious.
hesitation.
I was fully conscious. Thank you.
But I
Fair.
was respectful. I thought about it. I did. But I
there was indeed that moment of
Back of the
hesitation.
knees.
You could see the hands going, and then they retracted and flattened and went further up.
The
However-
important thing is that we all made it out alive.
Might
I
we?
mean,
Might
For
we
now.
wanted
a
me to
bit,
touch you.
perhaps.
She puts away the shillelagh. Remember, Strahd's not the only thing you have to fear.
I mean, a night with you sounds memorable.
A little bit more of her face peels off as she's coming out of starry form.
Yep, I'm still in.
I lean over to Vethe.
I don't think Matthias has realized. It might be the hair. I don't think Matthias has realized I'm a woman yet. It's really great, honestly. It's been awesome.
It's I really don't think that
Wait, you're a woman?
Wait, yeah.
Wait, we have another woman? Oh,
Is it me? Do I
I'll
not look?
swing on that tail any
I
day.
go and try and find a mirror or some reflective surface. Like,
Do I not look?
I pull
Did I
out
my
from my robe that we got. We have a small steel mirror as part of that, and I hold it up.
Well, you know that you can only tell if something's a woman if it wears a pink bow or something.
That's not
That's
true.
definitely not how this works.
I was
Look,
joking.
and-
I know you're a
and-
woman.
Oh, well, you just told him.
I mean,
I didn't
turn
intend
around,
to.
and Matthias is definitely like holding up the wall. You want to climb up the tallest gnome in the world, baby?
I'd rather step on them.
I'm not talking to you.
Shillelagh comes out again.
I'm sitting down, trying to
Okay,
figure
look.
out what just happened. Initially offended, currently offended. Starting to do a pros and cons list. This makes no sense.
As you're saying
This makes no sense.
you notice something stirring outside. Beth, you probably see it first. You get a strange feeling in the pit of your stomach, and then you see it. Undulating waves of thick black, looks to be water, mud, morass, who knows, come cascading out in waves back from the hillock you left behind where you first met Winter. It comes crashing out, kind of surrounding the sunlit shrine, and you're grateful to be inside and away from it. And before your very eyes, you see a path of lily pads kind of laid out before you, going back to the hillock where you planted one of the beans.
Oh. I wonder. Are the lily pads like big enough to walk on?
Yes, they're surrounded by thick black mucky ichor. You've probably heard stories of children who plant magical beans and the giants that wait at the end of the beanstalks, but you don't think you've ever heard anything about a lily pad path. The lily pads glint coldly in the moonlight, and as they do, you realize they're not silver but iron.
I'm going to take a little detour. Anyone want to come with me?
Nope. No.
Sure.
But guys, we're on the mission for the cards to blow up Strahd. That's what I came here to do.
And how do you know that this won't help us blow up Strahd?
I don't know, but I know them cards that Gertrude told us about said that we gotta be here to get stuff. And I'm pretty sure that stuff might be here when we get done getting this stuff.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I'm already on the third lily pad.
God damn.
As you walk down the lily pads, they do seem vaguely familiar to you, but you can't remember quite where you've seen them before. And looming before you is a beautiful, large white lotus. It sits there kind of suspended in this black muck for a moment, curiously kind of above it, beyond it, so much better than it. And then the leaves unfold one by one to form a beautiful black octahedron, or tetrahedron, I should say, that kind of whirs and floats magically above this giant lotus. It's made of pure obsidian.
I reach for it.
Okay. So as you approach it, give me a history check.
I have a 0. Wait, history is what? Intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay, 0. So. That's a 7.
Yeah, you at first can't even see an entrance into this strange pyramid-like structure. And then
Oh, it's big.
yeah, it's large.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Oh,
The
it's
way you
big.
described it,
The way I thought
you
it was
just
like
grab it,
like
a little triangle.
I thought it was a little.
Oh, my bad. No, it's huge.
Okay.
Oh, it's big.
As you approach it, you don't even see like where you could possibly enter such a large. It seems so smooth and intricately kind of scrolled with dioramas and art and all these kinds of things. And then you see a blue light begin to issue forth in a doorway shape, and it comes kind of flooding out like a beam of light, falling on you perfectly on this iron lily pad walkway that you are walking.
Shall we go in? I
Sure,
think that we shall.
let's check it out.
Absolutely, if there's something
Too bad
to
we can't take a
discover.
rest before we do this, but I don't want to.
Would be really nice.
Would be very nice.
It's possible it would go away if we did.
I will
Yeah,
follow
the
the
thing.
group. Can I do a history check before we walk to our impeccable doom?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
That will be a 16.
Yeah, with a 16, as you're kind of looking at this strange structure in front of you, you remember a tapestry from long ago in your studies that showed a battle between frog-like creatures and had the image of a strange green humanoid titled C1 and a board staged with colorful figurines, almost chess-like. Behind it lay a magical box projecting various scenes of adventures with interjections from a strange, thin, black-clad human man.
I will relay all of that. Now, are y'all certain y'all want to walk through here? We could just blow it up. I got plenty of things. We could just blow it up and see what comes out. Because I feel like there's some
I'm
bad...
sorry, I'm already halfway down the stairs.
Matthias, if we blow it up, useful things in there might go to waste. Why would we
Or
want to waste
they
them?
come to the top and we just pick them up and go on about our adventure in the sunshine.
No.
I am curious about this. You said that what happened with the frog-like creatures?
There is
Sorry,
a
you recall?
battle in a tapestry.
There was a massive battle in this tapestry that's back in my old place if any of you, and I gesture to Pura and Vethe, want to come over sometime. And see it, of course, respectfully. And there was a green humanoid man and a black humanoid man.
I don't think he's realized that you're also a woman, Pip.
It's true.
Do I hear this being said?
No.
That's all I need to know. I'm very one-track minded. I'm very obsessive. I got a lot of machine parts whirling in my head. So,
Oh,
I'd say there are
focused
two
on
tracks.
one
There's
thing.
the blowing
Stuff and
things
you
up
see
track.
a woman.
but long and the short, there's probably a lot of death going on in there. And our froggy-legged hoppy friend who gave us all the cool magical stuff probably has something to do with this.
You
hope
get
there's
the
frogs in
sense
there. They're
that you're
delicious.
maybe right.
Mm-hmm.
As you say this, Matthias, you do look at the lily pads under your feet, and they do look, or you do remember them being very similar to the ones grown in the troughs when you first entered the greenhouse.
Well, I guess our debt needs to be repaid, and Matthias will straighten himself up and start walking toward the downstairs. That's all he'll say. He won't say the reason why. That's just it.
As you start descending down the stairs, the humidity of the swamp kind of gives way, and instead it becomes clammy. The air down here is a lot more still, almost dead, When you reach the end of the stairs, you find yourselves in a beautifully appointed study. The walls are smooth and lacquered. There are 10 pillars kind of bordering the outside wall that are all veined with these like intricately scrolled glowing blue lines of arcana that were similar to the doorway you walked in through. And seated upon a toadstool throne, smoking from a pipe jauntily, you do see Omu. You notice him kind of rifling through tarot cards when you come in. This one goes, yeah, that one.
What's up, my man? Mr. Omu.
You shouldn't have come here, you know.
Well, you left a trail for us to come here.
It seemed to indicate us.
I gotta say,
There was
I
no
was a
warning.
bit locked out. I do appreciate you kind of finding my keys, per se. He says this to Vethe.
Oh?
But the Dark Powers,
Omu.
they don't really like it when guests start deviating from the story.
That's what I tried to tell him.
It never
I
ends
told-
well. But if you come back some other time, I'll see what I can do. You never know when they're watching.
Who?
Well, the Dark Powers. You can't go off script. You've got rules, you know. It's very unprofessional.
We don't have a script.
That's what I was trying to tell him. We're here
There's
to do a job.
always a script.
Well, do you have a spare
How can
copy?
it be off
Because it's
script if you're the one
challenging
that
when
gave
you-
me these
No,
beans?
guys, we already got the strip. It was the cards. You see, Omu's playing with them right now. I had the card of the Hierophant. Someone else had the card of the Moonbeam. Like, that's what we're supposed to do. It's the story. I tried to tell you we got to stay in the sunshine, but no. That
Matthias.
had to come up. Yes, ma'am. Shh. Okay.
How can it be off script if you're the one that gave me these beans and gave me access anyway?
Oh, well, that part was preordained. You're just not supposed to be here quite yet.
So we should go back to the sun shrine, you're saying?
Yes, you're not on cue. You missed your mark.
Fine.
Make us.
Is this a play? Are we in a show?
Well, I'd rather not make you if I don't have to. If there's something I can... If you have a question I can answer, you know, to ease your passing, I definitely can, but I will eject you if I need to. You see his, like, the pocket underneath his neck begin to, like, kind of swell and then retreat. Yeah.
I suppose.
I'm just here to get
Do
my
you know of a
liquid
safe
dragon
place
breath.
where we could rest for the evening?
Oh, yes, up ahead there's a bedroom in the Sunlight Shrine. Might also hold something that you need. You could probably rest there safely. You definitely can't rest here.
What is here?
Oh, this is my domain.
So are you some sort of frog god or something?
Are you
Well-
one of the dark powers?
I wouldn't say that I'm exactly a god, but I'm not my simpler kin.
So, I don't know if this is deviating from said script you were talking about, but back in my day, I studied said tapestries of your people. Could you maybe tell me a little more about the green humanoid figure, the big battle that happened, and maybe the guy wearing all black? Would that be something you could, just because I'm genuinely curious as someone that studies history quite a bit?
Oh, believe you're referring to the War of the Frogs, painted by Kawanabe Kyosai.
That's the one.
I'm not sure I've got that one here. Here, I've got this one. And he hands you The Curse of Strahd original manga.
Ooh. Matthias is very excited about a new book. Thank you, Mr. Frog God Omu. But I will start. Thank you. And Matthias will slowly take a few steps. You ask whatever questions you need, and start reading the book.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see if there's like. Let me see if I can find the actual item for the manga. Yes. Okay. So this small book is one of the many strange extra-dimensional treasures collected by Omu, a graphic novel that serves as an in-game reference guide to the basic plotline of the 5th edition Curse of Strahd module.
Hell yeah.
It can give explicit information about the true identities and original motivations of Strahd, Irina, and Sergei, as well as explain the original versions of many locations in Barovia. It calls out a number of things that might otherwise be oblique. Essentially, all of the meta knowledge that is explicitly called out as being okay to know in the very beginning of this campaign. It does not, however, give any information about all the changes in Barovia that have led to its current state. You can make a DC 15 investigation check to get a direct hint about anything inside the actual walls of Castle Ravenloft itself, including the crypts, the tower, Strahd, how to decipher the tome, the abbot, the basilica. Each time the book is consulted in this way, the DC goes up by 1. After one successful consultation of the book, any failures on this check result in the book harmlessly exploding into a swarm of bats, which attempt to leave the area by the most direct route available.
I love it.
This is what
That's
Omu has
awesome.
given you. As you flip through it, you notice some of the pages are a bit sticky.
You know what? I'm not gonna ask. We haven't even met this Irina lady.
We have not. I'd be curious to read that when you're finished with it.
But there's Mongols in here, little Mongol people. Look at them go. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, there's some dude building a woman in here too. It's crazy, yo. Oh, and there's a toy maker. His name is Blinksy. It's crazy, y'all. I'm saying.
What cursed object did you just give to Matthias?
Oh, I
Look,
wouldn't.
maybe we don't ask questions. It's keeping him occupied.
Oh, that's fair. That's very fair, Pura.
And there's
Never mind.
missing children in the lake, y'all. It's crazy.
All right, Omu. So we're not supposed to be here now, but we're supposed to come back later.
That would be ideal, I think.
All right. Well, this has been awkward. Extremely. Shall we go?
Yeah, I'd like to go back and get some rest. I'm still.
There's still an arrow out of Pura's shoulder.
I need to take this out. I've just.
Oh
got a
yeah, the
binge.
one in my sternum and my thigh are still there too.
Perhaps we find that bedroom. No jokes, Matthias.
Oh, they do say if you die in Ravenloft, your soul stays here forever until Strahd has been defeated. It's crazy.
Oh, yes. What cursed object have I given you indeed? Well, I did give
That's,
you the script. Maybe you'll stick with it.
That's unfortunate. You know, shock's a crazy thing. I'm gonna go.
And I just start walking back.
As you leave, Vethe, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Let's see. Okay. Big money. Big money. Not big money. That's a 10.
Yeah, you get an unsettling feeling as you're like exiting the doorway and you see Omu's pale eyes kind of behind you. He gives you the sense that he's more powerful than he lets on, but you also wonder if he truly means you harm or not.
Omu,
Yes.
what are you? Really?
Merely a player. One of many, really.
All right. And she'll like
walk very carefully out of the pyramid.
You know, the one thing I want to know that's in this book is how does that Strahd fella get so many wives? I don't know how it...
He's charming and good looking, I guess.
And I'm not.
I plead the fifth.
You're not really my type, honestly.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I
going.
always end up being everyone's last resort. So I just wait it out. You guys all come running eventually.
And as you say this, Matthias, you all retreat to the warm refuge of the Sunlit Shrine. With some effort, you are able to find the bedroom that Omu spoke to you of, and you are able to enjoy the benefits of a rest.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
And this will be where we call a close to episode 2 of One Night Strahd.
You gotta remember there's something in here we need too
Yeah.
for next time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me, players. Make sure to go follow all of these wonderful people on their Twitches and their Twitters. All the appropriate links are being dispensed by the chat bot. And if you're enjoying this module, tweet the Hedger group and let them know that they did a good thing by sponsoring us for this campaign. And check out One Night Strahd and give it a buy if you're interested in speed running One Night Strahd in the same way that we are. We will see you next week for another episode. In the meantime, keep it crackling.
Keep it crackling, baby.
Keep it crackling.
Jesus.